fellow cinephiles, my name is Christina and welcome to another Let's Get Reelz movie review. Today's movie I will be reviewing for you is the new Justice League movie. Now, yes, it has been getting bashed and just smacked around, but I didn't find it to be that bad. Before I get into it, let me give you a little bit of a summary of Justice League. So there's this new villain called Steppenwolf who's come around, and he is like this ancient bad guy. In ancient times, all the gods and goddesses and different species of humans or gods and goddesses, they all got together to fight Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf had wanted these things called the mother boxes, and these mother boxes would let him have like a crap ton of power. So everybody, like, after this war with Steppenwolf was over, all these gods and goddesses and the humans and everything, they separated the boxes. But if you guys are familiar with the last DC movie, what was it, Batman vs. Superman? Superman died. And now Steppenwolf has like, okay, Superman's gone and these boxes are giving off this energy, let's go and invade Earth and get these mother boxes back. Bruce Wayne, played by Ben Affleck, he sees that there's this thing going on, that these mother boxes are... Bruce Wayne, who's Batman, played by Ben Affleck, he sees that all this stuff is going on, that these boxes are being stolen, that this new enemy is coming down, and these kind of like cyborg-looking monsters are like coming after people. He was trying to catch a bad guy, and this thing that just looked like a giant bug came after him, and he managed to, like, you know, kill the bug, or whatever this new bad thing was. So he calls Diana, he gets Diana together, and, well, Diana actually sees a warning shot from her mother on TV that the one mother box that is in the mascara has been taken by Steppenwolf. So then Diana goes to find Bruce, and then Bruce tries to recruit a couple of people. He tries to recruit Arthur Curry, who's Aquaman. He gets Barry Allen, who is the Flash, and Diana tries to get this one guy, and he is Cyborg. I kind of forget his human name at the moment, but after a while, everybody, of course, comes together, and they are the Justice League, and they fight off this Steppenwolf and all his demons and creatures and everything like that. And if you guys have seen the posters, hopefully you'll know that Superman coming back is not a major spoiler for you. But just in case, spoiler alert, spoiler alert! Superman comes back. He's brought back from the dead using one of the mother boxes, which was kind of cool. It was an interesting idea. I did not find Justice League to be horrible. As I said at the beginning, my two youngest brothers, they saw Justice League when it first came out, and they really weren't impressed with it. And when I asked them why, they said because Batman vs. Superman had been up... Because Batman vs. Superman had been set up with this dark tone. It was dark. It's Zack Snyder, and he created The Watchmen. You know, he made the movie The Watchmen, and his stuff is usually dark. But for this Justice League, it wasn't dark. You had the Flash, who was mischievous, who was funny, and I think that's how he's supposed to be in the comics. So I, you know, gave that an okay, because from the comics, from what I remember, he's supposed to be kind of mischievous and funny, and he's a young guy. And there was a couple of other things where you could see that it tried to go dark, but then it went whoop right the other way, and it never really got back to where it was dark like Batman vs. Superman. Also, I can see why a lot of people were not liking this Justice League. There were so many scenes that had the potential for being so good. Some storylines, some character arcs that just had this potential to like go up and up and up and just be really good, and instead they just went and just came right back down. And that's really unfair, because you had a really great group of actors, And it was sad to see certain scenes that I can't remember them off the top of my head right now, but there are certain scenes within this movie where you can see that there's kind of like this little bit of a build-up and then it just goes and just doesn't recover. The potential's gone. You can see that there was once potential in this and some of these scenes, and whoever edited this movie just blew it. After I came home from seeing this with my brothers, they saw it again, and I saw it with my parents. My brother found an article about how, like, most of what Zack Snyder had put into this movie, the scenes that he had directed or that he had written, especially for Superman, were just completely cut out. And it kind of messed with the storyline and just made the movie kind of awkward. In a way, this is like what my brother was telling me and from what I've gathered from talking to some other people. And it's a shame because really, like I keep saying, it had so much potential. You have all these great actors, you have all of these great DC characters coming together, and there's a potential for more great DC characters coming together, like Green Lantern and whoever else is in the DC universe. I can't name off the top of my head right now. And they just weren't there. You know, DC, except for Wonder Woman, yay, yo, love Wonder Woman, really just dropped the ball on their whole superhero thing that they're trying to do. Like, Batman vs. Superman was really good, or as my brother says, the director's cut was really good, but the theatrical version was like, meh. And with this, my brothers and a lot of my friends, a lot of my guy friends that are into comics and a lot of my friends that are into movies, they're keeping their fingers crossed for a director's cut like there was for Batman vs. Superman. So for everybody, for us, for all of movie lovers, fingers crossed that there is a director's cut of Justice League, and that'll be a little bit better, maybe even a lot better, depending on how you look at it, will be better than the theatrical version of the one that is out now. I really can't complain about the cast. As I said a couple of times, the cast was really good. I mean, you have Gal Gadot, who I'm, like, so obsessed with. I love her as Wonder Woman. She was really, really good. Ben Affleck, I am so not a fan of normally, but I really, really like his Batman. I actually don't mind watching him as Batman. I was really looking forward to his scenes as Bruce Wayne and Batman. I truly, truly enjoyed watching him up on the screen, probably for like one of the first times ever. Ezra Miller played the Flash. He played Barry Allen, and he was really, really good. I really like Ezra Miller in general. His acting is very interesting. It's very, to me, it's very fresh, and he just has like that little thing to him. I can't explain it, but he has like this something to him that just makes him very, very enjoyable to watch up on the screen. Jason Momoa, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. I really liked him as Aquaman. He was so good. I'm really hoping that maybe he gets his own movie, because I heard The Flash might be getting his own movie. So I'm really hoping Aquaman gets something. But I'm only hoping for the Flash and Aquaman movies, maybe even a Cyborg movie, if DC can get their shit together and actually, like, write out a decent movie and not cut it to death and not make it as not as good as Justice League and Batman vs. Superman theatrical versions are. And I really kind of didn't like the way that Superman was portrayed. I love Henry Cavill. I think he's a very, very handsome man. I think he's a good actor. But I wasn't too crazy about his Superman. I remember him being really good and liking him in Batman vs. Superman. I still have yet to see his Superman movie, but I don't know, there was just something about it. I thought the Superman was a little cheesy. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's the way Henry Cavill played it. I don't know, but I wasn't that crazy about his Superman in this movie. So that was my review for Justice League. If you like this review... So that was my review for Justice League. It was okay. I still suggest seeing it in theaters if you guys need a movie to see, if you like superheroes in any way, even if you're a Marvel fan more, you know, just go see it. It's a superhero movie. The cast is really good. You know, it's not a waste of money. I didn't think it was a waste of money to go see it. So definitely go if you can. If you liked my review in any possible way, please give it a thumbs up. Leave your comments down below if you have seen Justice League, what you thought of it, who your favorite was in this movie, which of the superheroes was your favorite. Let me know any of your thoughts on this movie. I'd really like to see how you guys looked at this movie and, you know, what your thoughts are on, like, the storylines. Also, in the comments down below, if you guys have any suggestions of what I should watch next, leave them there, and if I pick your movie and I review it, and if I pick your movie and I watch it and I review it, I will give you a shout out. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for future Let's Get Reelz movie reviews, because that is what I like to do here. And as always, keep watching movies and stay absolutely fabulous.